appreciate my videos in return. So, without further ado, this one is called The Highway and the Hotel. The man in black walked down the highway towards the hotel in the far-off distance. The highway he was walking down was deserted, and there was not a car, truck, bus, or bike in sight. In fact, there were no people either, just nondescript buildings on either side of the wide road, and in the distance, how far? Miles. A tall building stood. In fact, tall didn't quite sum up the enormity of it. Yet still, even from this distance, he could see the many windows adorning the outside of the structure. And through these windows, he could just imagine almost seeing people enjoying their stay in this magnificent place. A hotel, then. How did he know it was a hotel? The man in black just knew. Could see the H forming in his mind from the tiny speck he could just make out was writing on the bottom of the building. And he had to get to the hotel. It was his goal. Why? The man in black just knew. He could see in his mind's eye walking into the hotel, and his journey would be over. The man in black stopped walking. Just how long had he been walking? Why was this long, long road deserted? Why did the whole world seem to be populated by only one? For some reason, the man in black smiled. He didn't know. What he did know was that the hotel would provide all the answers. It was at this point the man in black realised music was pouring into his ears. He hadn't noticed the earphones he was wearing. Stop for a moment. Hadn't noticed because he had been moving for so long, his concentration fixed on the hotel. I want you to listen. He listened to the music. He listened to the words. They seemed important. Listen to the fat bass that will send the blood coursing through your veins. The man in black felt a rush as his skin broke out in goose flesh. It will show you you're alive. The man in black was so tired. How long had he been walking? Days, weeks, years. All was possible, but he couldn't remember. Now, the orchestral music with those cryptic, beautiful words started to build. Snare drums entered the arrangement and was building ever upwards to a crescendo. A rush of pure endorphins flowed into his head, and his feet began to move onward towards the hotel in the distance. As he did, a beat started with the building crescendo. The man in black now had energy given to him by the tidal wave of sonic joy that was flowing through his ears. He had energy to ponder his name. Not the man in black, of course, but what? What was his name? Hi, Nicholas, it's me. His name was Nicholas. At that moment, the crescendo of beats, bass and snare exploded into a repetitive, addictive, symphonic tune, and the man in black / Nicholas rushed ever onwards towards the hotel looming bright in the distance. Bright, but not for long. Dark clouds were forming overhead. Before, the world was bright, almost giving the world an overexposed look, almost unreal, Nicholas thought. Now, thunder crackled with those clouds. Though Nicholas didn't care, he had to get to the hotel, and the trance music thundering through his ears were carrying his tired feet ever onward towards his goal. Bet you're listening to your music again, aren't you? I can was that voice in his head? Not his. A woman? A memory? No, not a memory, but close. Now the music was changing, morphing its beats into a different tune, different bass kicking in, different snare drums. The previous repetitive, addictive tune fading out of existence. Nicholas's feet picked up the pace, stomping down the highway, now splashing through deep puddles of water as the world darkened and rain poured down. Real end-of-the-world type stuff. I have been waiting all of my life. Nicholas looked into the heart of the storm. This would not stop him. For you to come along and make everything all right. The words in the music were new. Different song, different words. He stomped through the rain, lightning flashing down, almost like a challenge. You will not reach that building. Yes, he would. It was his purpose. My body's shaking, right through my bones. So take me by the hand. Please don't leave me here alone. Nicholas couldn't look up anymore, had to focus on the slick, wet road. But he wouldn't stop, couldn't stop his journey. Why was he so desperate to get to the hotel? Please, please, darling, don't leave me here alone. He wouldn't leave her, a sweet voice cutting clearly through the deafening music, the rising, deafening, epic music, rising to a chorus climax. Because I want you to save me. Just please save me. Nicholas felt euphoria running through him like an electric current, like an invisible, pleasantly warm fire rising up his legs and waist and spine and neck. And now the lyrics washed over him, the new song yet again building a euphoric crescendo. All of my life, everything alright, right through my bones. Don't leave me here alone. And I wonder if you know just how I feel. I feel, yeah. And I wonder if I know if this is real. Is real. Because I want you to save me. The man in black / Nicholas felt a real shock this time. He felt a feeling he hadn't felt for so long. So long since starting the journey to the hotel, and he now realised what it was. A revelation. A question. Was this real? The road, the rain-slick road, started to rumble, building almost in time with the music. Just please save me. The rumble turned to a shake, and the shake was turning to a quake. Nicholas struggled to keep his balance, but he wouldn't be deterred. He broke into a jog as the road began to crack open, jumping a newly made gap created by the fearsome quake. He began to run. Don't you leave me here alone. The world seemed to be tearing itself apart, and Nicholas knew now he was somehow responsible for all this. That he was somehow creating all this. Was the music causing this destruction? His goal, his quest in his long life on the way to the hotel was to reach it. He pulled the earphones out with a short tug, and they spilled out of his ears, and he pelted through the rain to his destination, dodging a hole opening up before him. He quickly flashed a look into the hole as he dashed past. Blackness. But not the normal dark of a normal hole. True nothingness was down there. If he fell, if he made one wrong move, a slip on the slippery road, he would disappear from this world and his journey would be over. It's all my fault. Oh, Nick, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. It wasn't. It was his. Lightning crashed with such force, he fell, sliding along the floor seemingly for a long time. waiting for the inevitable. The warmth of those tears comforted him somehow. He closed his eyes now. He was so tired. Maybe ending this long journey was okay. Please don't leave me here alone. I need you, baby. Maria needs you.